Monster. Absolute monster. Hey, welcome if you're joining on YouTube or watching recorded. This is the cat with the this is the class with the yoga cat, the 14-pound monster puma. He says hi. He's getting ready to kill me. This is the cat class where we learn to relax like cats. Relax, take a load off. It's Saturday. We get frisky, but not yet. First 10 minutes are relaxing in Shavasana. If you have a pet or pets nearby, then enjoy the relaxation. If you're going to be happy in this world, we have to move and participate and engage and move our bodies around in space. And so we'll do that. And this class is for everybody. You don't have to be a circus performer or a contortionist or a ballet dancer. However, if you are, we love having you in class. I got Looney when he was a kitten. He was very young, and so we've learned to bond and maul one another with love and compassion. We have an understanding. Sometimes we have a misunderstanding. Good, let's move our breathings down deeper into our belly button. Make a meditation out of the rise and the fall of your belly button. Okay, you can go in. How you feeling? What's going on inside of you? Is everything going perfect? Are your feathers ruffled? Let's feel our feels. Let's catch up with ourselves. There's always some emotional climate going on inside of us. About another minute. Breathe what you feel what you breathe. Okay, biggest inhale of your whole life so far. Fill up the whole adventure. Exhale, let it all go. Drain out once a day. Empty out. Out with the old, in with the new. First, you gotta out with the old part. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes and consciously conjure feel good. In other words, choose to feel good. Sometimes you actually have to choose it. We have to make it up out of thin air. But you know what's cool is that you can make stuff up out of thin air. That's what we do. Everything comes out of thin air. Good. Now, arms up to the ceiling. Lace your hands up over your head on the floor and stretch out on the floor like a person stretching out on the floor. Writhe around till you feel first thing in the morning stretchy, euphoric feeling. Goofy grin on your face. Good. Draw your knees in for some knee hugging and back rolling. I call it turtle shell pose. A turtle on their back rolling around with their knees in. Other way. Good. Let's roll up together and let's light this rocket. On Sunday, we light a candle. On Saturday, we light a rocket. Very good to see you, my beautiful Zoom friends. Nice turnout of some of my favorite peeps. And also, welcome to YouTubers, whether you're watching live or recorded. The yoga that I do, which is called Yoga for Everybody, just yoga for the rest of us, is kind of expanding. So thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps to spread yoga and movement for everybody to a world that could really use it. So my whole take on yoga is inclusivity. Everybody can do something, everybody can move. And so I give you a lot of options. So we'll close our eyes for a moment. I like to practice a little piece at the start of class. If you just close your eyes and go inside, that's the beginning of meditation. And when we go inside, for most people, there's something going on the inside, sensations, feelings, memories, images, thoughts, certainly feelings. And meditation is turning the searchlight of our senses inward. Just to pause 2 or 3 times during the day and taking 2 or 3 deep cleansing breaths is a wonderful way to stay in contact with our source, our fountain of life on the inside. Good. All right, then we'll bring our hands into prayer pose. Yogis call it Anjali Mudra. And we're going to chant an Om. And I always like to hear other people sing with me. So you're muted, but I'll hear you through the ether. Big inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. That's an ancient chant that means love, bliss, and joy to all beings, everywhere, always. Okay, we should do some yoga, otherwise you're going to split. So let's stand up, shall we? I have yoga blocks because I'm older than 50, and I like my yoga blocks when I do a forward fold. I'm going to hang forward on my blocks, gonna pull the pin out of my hair, gonna shake my hair out a little bit. I hope you'll do the same. This is not a deep, formal, strong forward fold. It's a relaxing, get our head below our hips, relax your neck, back, and shoulders, maybe pedal your heels a little bit as we begin to get into our less head, more body, less thinking, more feels. Drain your brain. Okie doke. And we will come up. We'll get our comeuppance. All right. Let's start moving. Looney, you're pacing. You're pacing, big guy. He wants out really bad, but he can't go out when I'm teaching class because then I can't keep an eye on him. I have a big street out in front of my house where I live, and I got to keep an eye on the guy. Just Close your eyes, feel your feet. This is where the elite meet and close their eyes to feel their cute little feet. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Arms out for big hugs. Now I'm going to kick my right, my left. Boy, I'm doing some hip hop dancing practice today, so that really takes my discipline. I can usually think of about 130,000 things that I want to do before I start my hip hop dance practice. So sometimes you just got to crank up the discipline a little bit. It's either that or another bag of Snickers. So discipline, just kicking it. Left, right, left, right. 3, 2, 1. See, everybody can do that, even if you're out of sequence. You're just moving. Okay. Now I'm gonna plant my feet. I'm gonna relax my t-shirt. My arms are slacky. I'm gonna swing my arms. I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna slap myself silly. Boy, it's getting to be New Year's resolution time, right? So that means for about 2 weeks, we have to do a bunch of stuff we hate, and then we can quit right about February. So what are you going to start and then stop in January? Slapping myself, closing my eyes, feeling my feet. 3, 2, 1. I like where this is going. That's one of my new mantras. If at any point you like one of my mantras, feel free to incorporate it into your head. So feet hip distance apart. Going to roll up. Welcome if you're just kind of wandering by on Zoom. Maybe on YouTube. You've been watching, you've just been going all over the map, kind of losing your mind. And finally, you've wandered into something healthy and productive rather than watching how to change the muffler on a 1937 Buick. Now it's time to move a little bit, and everybody can sink down a little bit and roll up, right? 3. If you don't know what I'm doing, just copy, just mimic. That's what I'm trying to do with my 7 music teachers right now. I'm just watching and trying to pick it up. Good. Gonna lift my heels up off the floor. Gonna pull myself up by my bootstraps. And we'll do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stay up on our tippy toes, which is a challenge for most. And then to make it a little more or less fun, depending on your perspective, close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. I've lost my balance about 3 times, but every time I lose my balance, I'm still able to find it. That's what's important. Good, open your eyes, drop your heels, knuckles on your head, and we begin side bending to the left. Nothing extreme yet. We save the extreme stuff for just a little later. Inhale up. There's one thing I like, it's being extreme. To the right. Yoga levels me off a little bit, levels me out, gets me a little more stable. I don't do yoga because I'm an enlightened spiritual master. I do yoga because I'm anything but. Arms up. Hi, Guy. Here comes Looney. What's going on, Guy? All right. Man, is he big and fluffy. He's got his winter coat. I'll get out of the way. Now up your back, behind your neck. Poof. My cat eats more than any cat I've ever seen. He's always begging for food. And it makes me wonder, is he really hungry? Am I underfeeding him? Is he really supposed to be like 40 pounds and I'm underfeeding him? Leave a comment about your cat in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe. My motto is, like it whether you like it or not. Subscribe whether you want to or not. Poof. Good, now lace your hands behind your back. My feet are out kind of wide, my toes are out, my heels are in. And this is called bobbing for apples, head and butt down. See, everybody can do some variation of this, right? Drop your head, wag your hair, shake out your shag, drop your buns, inhale, look forward. Now, if I could squat deeper, I could bring my butt to the floor, but I can't. So I'm just doing what I can with my can. Inhale, come on up. Simple human movements. Place your hands up high. Spin your toes in and heels out. Push the sky up. Second side bend, lean in. Your breath is your guide. Boy, that sounds genius, doesn't it? Your breath is your guide. Inhale up to the this way. It's no one movement. It's the combination, the synergy of all of them together. Release out. Good job. Okay, here's a movement that I made up. No human has done this before. I started it. Left foot forward onto your right toenails and just swirl your heel around. Now you think, well, this is mostly just for my ankle, right? But no, it goes all the way up into your hip joint. And when the hip joint starts to move into groove and release, everything else happens. So there's a method to my madness. Other way, 1, 2. It's not just madness. There's methodology. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm cleverly dropping into my dorsiflexed left ankle and my plantar flexed right ankle. Now back in the day, back in the previous millennium, we'd come down and tap our right knee, but you don't have to go quite that low. But if you can, if you're springy and young and resilient, do that. And if you're just looking to stay healthy and strong, this is fine. Close your eyes. Good, come up and out, right foot forward, left toenails. This is called joint juice. We go through every joint of the body, move it, groove it, lubricate it, circulate it. 5, 6, 7, 8. If you stick with me and come to my class and make sure to like and subscribe, then you'll cease aging and you'll start actually getting younger, like Benjamin Button. 7, 8. Sink into your feet. And if you do it enough, you'll start looking like Brad Pitt or whichever movie star you want to look like. Close your eyes, sink into your feet. Good job. All right, now we go from low to high. We drop the chin. We take control center around 8 times. 1. Lack of control center. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, it feels good. 7. 8. Other way. I went to bed at 3:30 a.m. last night. I just was sitting on the piano and I just was having all these questions about chords and sequences and scales, and I just couldn't stop. 6, 7, so I'm going to loosen up my neck, back, and shoulders. 8. Now, please relax your head down, close your eyes for 20 seconds, aim your attention down into this mysterious fleshy vehicle that we ride around in. We all have one, don't we? It's like our icon in a game of Monopoly. You're an iron, I'm a Scotty dog. What's your icon? Good. Now, shoulders. 1. Move them around. They move more than you think. If you just did my joint juice sequence, mine, not anybody else's, if you did mine 3, 4 times a week, you'd be golden. And many people have, and they are golden. 7, 8. Other way back, up, over, forward, around, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you have all your Christmas shopping done? You got all the cards out, got your menorah out, got the candles lit? Is everything all taken care of, or are you running a little behind schedule? Good. Inhale up, my friends, feet together. And push your feet down and push your palms up. Close your eyes and be a pillar. Be a pillar between heaven and earth. That's your job, actually, is to channel the bliss, love, joy, and light of higher consciousness into this adventuresome lower plane of existence, to say the least. Good. Open your eyes, lean left, third side bend. Every side bend I do, I just dig in a little deeper. Inhale up. That's life. We keep digging deeper and deeper into the various adventures, schemes, plans, and designs. What's up, guy? Crabby cat. Do not climb up me. Inhale up, you guys. Now pull hands down and we'll do a formal forward fold, aka Uttanasana, head down. Use blocks if you're new, support your back. Now lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, longer spine. On exhale, just dig in a little deeper to a forward fold. If your hands don't go flat on the floor, you found your tribe. If they do, you have as well. Good. Come on up. Wouldn't you agree, if you're watching this for the first time, that it's easy to join in and you can do it better than the teacher can? Isn't that refreshing? I find it so. Good. Now, I'm going to step out about this wide for comfy stance. And our hands have to remain frisky, lubricated, fast, and fun to do all the fun things we like to do with our hands. Other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is great if you spend a lot of time on a keyboard all day long. Good. Then shake out isms and itis. Shake out isms and itises. Isms and itises. Get them out. Then wave hello to your bright future. I think a healthy sense of optimism is hugely important and good for us. I'm all into the now, but the sense that future nows will be better is very, very important in my worldview. Faster, faster, alabaster. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Feel whatever your definition of spiritual is. One of mine would be to feel holy, sacred, reverent, and grateful. And just to slow down the incessant caterwauling of my mind. Good. We'll relax our arms down. We'll inhale up together. Good. Now, one of my favorite parts of class is putting my hands on my hippies, toes in, heels out. And I like churning my butter. This is churning your butter, making mantequilla. Now my head stays stationary, but my hips stretch the envelope. Office supply humor. 5. Grind your buns, oscillate your rear, circumnavigate your globes. 8. Other way. 1. This is the world. This is the movement that makes the world go round, right? 5, 6, 7. There will be no twerking in this class. So I'm not going to judge twerking. I'm just not going to teach it. It's just, I ain't going there. But I will circulate my hips. Inhale up. Exhale out. Good. Now let's bring our feety pies in together, and best movement ever, our knee loops. 1, 2, 3. Some people can make big, wicked movements and almost scrape their butt on the floor. But if you're just like middle of the road human, a little bit of knee circles, good for you. 7, 8, other way down. 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, my new iPad showing up today via FedEx. So if I have to leave for a moment to go sign for it, just do something productive. 7, 8. Good job, kids. You're doing good. Inhale. Good. We'll exhale out. We'll go up our back and we'll get a big inhale for one of those loud ohms. And let's join the choir together, shall we? Inhale. Belt it out. Good job. Inhale. Yesterday I had a singing lesson. I completed 1 year with my vocal coach, and we can always make some kind of progress in any realm we decide to engage. Do I sing like a songbird now? I don't know. I can sing a little better. Side, side. Good. Now relax your arms. Flop. Left arm in front of your right. Palms turn in cleverly. Clap for yourself for all the things that you're learning. It's vulnerable. It's challenging to learn new things and to move up a scale. Pull your hands up. Party hats. Tippy toes. But I come from a particular belief system that we should always be learning, always be challenging, always be kind of on that edge between what we know and what we don't know. And oftentimes that's really uncomfortable. So we learn to be comfortable in our discomfort because we like learning new things, having new adventures. Way up, kids. Good. Now drop your heels. Palm trees left. Inhale to the this way. Good. Now arms up, arms out and over. Flip them over. Uttanasana, forward fold. Just fancy language for leaning forward. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels. Exhale and deepen in. When you get all the air out and hold your breath out, you can go deeper. 1, 2, 3. Arise up, yogis. Come on up. Exhale out. Right arm out in front of your left. Crisscross applesauce. Hands in, clapping. Good for your hands. Keep circulation, life force going to the distal, the far ends of our body. Pull hands up. Wear a party hat. It's that time of year. Put on your 5-inch stilettos. Man, those are hard to walk in. They are for me. Stretch way up. Way up on your tippy toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 80, 90, 40. Good. German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to wrap it up for my counting. Good. And sink down to the right, kitty cats. Spanish is coming along. Inhale up. Lean this way. And up, kitty cats. Arms down, flips them over, forward fold. Drop your head off, bonk. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, long spine, soft rear. Exhale the air out, and notice you can go deeper when you get the air out. It's called Baya Kumbhaka in yoga speak. 1, 2, 3. Good job. We continue. It's a sequence. Exhale out. Good. One more inhale, and we're going to move into a little more challenge. Arms up. Pull hands down, turn down and to the right, and take your left elbow outside your right knee. Now, everybody's going to have a different degree of ability. Some people can squat almost all the way down. Some people's left hand will reach the floor. Mine doesn't. Pull the hands in toward the chest, long spine, and heels down and squish. Somebody comes by and they put a big old weight on your back, and you get down. Inhale, look forward. Hello. Lift your toes, splay them open. Imagine somebody's going to put a wedding ring on your ring toe. With this ring, I thee wed. Good, and we'll drop our arms down. Come on up, kids, after that. Good one. That'll get you going. That'll get your heart beating a little bit. That's really a dynamic pose. So in this sequence that I've developed since teaching yoga from the turn of the century, just some very important dynamic moves, meaning most bang for your buck. Prayer hands, pull down, turn down and to the left, right elbow outside your left knee. Pull your hands in toward your heart, shoulder blades pull down your back. Knees and ankles line up. Check that your knees are lined up. Lift your toes, lean back into your heels a little bit. And the simple question is, how low can you go in a twisty squat? I don't care where you go into relation to someone else. Where do you go in relation between you and you? Too much modern yoga has to do with competing against people that are circus performers and yoga models who aren't really even yogis. They just are bendy. Drop your arms, come on up. Inhale. We're going to Om together. Drop your chin, close your eyes, standing meditation for about 20 seconds. Just gather into yourself. Practice the presence. All religion, all spirituality can be boiled down essentially into 3 words. Practice the presence. 2 words, practice presence. 1 word, presence. Okay, we continue. Inhale. Arms out. These are called Sheryl Crows when you go side to side with spinny arms. Not only are they really good for getting in the flow and opening up your shoulders, but they're good for your waistband and they're kind of fun. You can have fun and do yoga as long as you do the work. Good, then we're going to pray behind our back, which you may or may not be able to do, which pretty much covers everybody. If you can't put your hands into prayer behind your back, it's okay. You just fake it or you grab your wrists. I can kind of do it. I can't get my thumbs all, I really would have to try to mangle myself to get my thumbs in together. So for me, this is sufficient. Then I'm going to shrug my shoulders with prayer hands, and that makes me realize how tight my shoulder girdle is, and no fun to wear a tight girdle. Other way with your shoulders. Break up some of those adhesions, those congestions of emotions and energy. By breaking that stuff up, we gain access to new insight. Turn your face to the right, lean over. Tilting my left shoulder blade over my right. Huge fan of side bending. Inhale up, turn face left, lean over. I like the principle of side bending, being able to see an issue from both sides. Seems to be a bit of polarity in our world nowadays of only seeing things from one side. Inhale up, and forward fold. Maybe you're kind of new and you can only get to about here. That's okay. Some people can come all the way down and rub their nose on their shins. I'm not sure what the utility of that is. Now bend your knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, butt pulls up, head all the way down. 1, 2, 3. Arise up, beautiful yogis. Good. I do occasionally teach a back bend. I'm not the world's most amazing back bender. In fact, I'm about in 4 billionth place. I'm going to lean back, chest up, eyes open. Now I'm going to keep my legs paradoxically firm yet soft at the same time. I need room for my tailbone to go underneath my hips. Eyes open, chest up. Inhale, kids. That one usually gets me feeling a little lightheaded, and if there's one feeling I like, it's the feeling of intoxication. I just can't do it with outer supply anymore. I got to do it on my own internal endogenous morphines. Inhale, which is cool because they're cheaper, and you don't have to drive to Oakland to get it. Arms out to the side. Sorry, I didn't mean to impugn Oakland. Some of my best friends live there. Side to side. Good. Now palms open, pull back, right arm under. Now your arms might just grab your shoulders, and if you can, you just fold them up into this weird thing you can do with your arms. Left foot on the floor, right ankle over the top. This pose is cleverly called eagle pose. You can lift up your right heel if your balance is good, and if not, you can use your right foot as a little training wheel. Anyway, this is squeezing, compression, twisting into your body pose. Squeezing out the old, good for concentration, determination. If you're going to accomplish anything in life, you have to be able to focus on one thing at a time. It's hard with all of our attention fractured by 1,000 billion things, also known as a trillion. Good. Now arms out. Just lift up your right knee out in front. Just balance on one foot. This is good if you're, say, older than 40. Just balancing on one foot. This is fine. Left hand grabs right foot behind your behind. Right hand comes down to the floor. Now, a pose that I invented, you try to touch the floor with your right knee. It's dang hard. You'd have to really be bendy to touch the floor with your right knee, keeping your left heel on the floor. Yoga is hard. Now let's inhale together. On exhale, twist your hips open to the right and try to touch the ceiling with your right knee now. Head down. Straighten your left leg. Good. Now, another pose I invented all of them. Your right arm goes out to the side for flamingos. This is how flamingos go when flamingos go. 3, 2, 1. Now the right hand comes to the floor, right leg goes back, left arm twists up. This is formerly known as Parivrita Ardhachandrasana, twisty half moon. It's a great pose because it's a great pose as you lift your right leg, your head goes forward, your left arm twists open. This pretty much gets everything and gives you a chance to get big. Left hand is coming down now. Right arm is opening up. This is half moon regular. I noticed the crescent moon last night. I'd been missing the moon. I wonder where she went, but she's back on the scene, getting a little larger every night. Good. Now right hand comes down. Now for coordination and cleverness, we re-grab our right foot with our left hand behind our behind. That's got to be good for you. And you just stand up with your hand on your foot. And you bring your right knee out in front again. And you wave your arms like a person that's waving their arms. Why not? Then now your right ankle goes in front of your knee. And another pose I invented all of them. What was that Barry Manilow song? I wrote the song that all the singers sing. I don't think I've ever listened all the way through a Barry Manilow song. I don't mean to offend people that... My sister-in-law loves Barry Manilow. Okay, now this is called throne, where you pray 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the pose for stretching your Achilles tendon and left lower calf. Keep your hands on the block or the floor. Slide your left knee as far forward as you can. In other words, bend it, keeping your left heel down, and your lower calf and Achilles will squeal. Oh, inhale. Exhale, full forward fold, head all the way down. Right big toe, left nostril, head down. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now just put your hands back in prayer, and we'll stand up like a tree. And put our foot down. Oh, good job. Inhale. Aren't you glad you did that? Don't answer that. Now, arms up your back. We're going to Om again because we're a little breathless, and it's good to practice long, loud, boisterous, extended Oms because it makes you feel better. Inhale. Close your eyes. About a 15-second respite to gather yourself before we do side B. I did not think of this sequence. It thought of me, and it moves through me like it moves through you and keeps us healthy, happy, and strong. Good. Now arms down. Let's do the other side. What do you say? Inhale up. Ooh, did my calf and Achilles tendon need that from playing the drums? Arms out. Good. Now palms open, pull back. Left arm under. Folds them up if they do. If they don't, simply grab shoulders. Left knee up over your right knee. Now, a lot of my friends can put their left ankle behind their right ankle. That's just the way that they're built. A lot of that has to do with hip bone shape. But if you can, great. And if you can't, just over the top is fine. Lift your left foot if balance is sufficient. Then all you got to do is try to sink down to the floor, and then the pose, you don't have to do the pose anymore. The pose will do you, so to speak. Chest up, elbows out, wrists away. Squeeze into the center line of your body. You don't have to do any of this perfectly, but you do have to do it. It's progress, not perfection. We'll leave the perfection for the perfectionists, the perfect people. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Do what you can do. Run your own race. Too much snooty elitism in yoga, in my humble opinion. Good. Now, arms out. Left knee out in front. This is just some kind of bird standing on a fence, apparently. Right hand grabs left foot behind your behind. Left hand comes down to the floor. Good. Now, on inhale, we're going to try to touch the left knee to the floor. And if you can't do it, that's why we do it. Look forward while trying to touch your left knee to the floor. Bend a lot. If you can do it, good for you. That's an amazing ability. I cannot. Now on exhale, turn your left knee up to the ceiling and twist your left hip open like dog at the fire hydrant. Have a big wee-wee. Head down, right leg straight. This is a French pose where you say wee. Good. Now slightly bend right ankle, right knee. Take your left arm out to the side into a flamboyance of flamingos. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, get down, 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes down, left leg releases and shoots back, right arm up. Root your head forward like a person rooting their head forward. Twist your belly button to the right. Push out through all of your limbs. From the center of your body, expand out, grow your web, expand your network. I'm trying to get my right arm on top of my left arm. I can't quite do it, but I can sure try. Good. Now right hand is to come down now. And I take my left arm up as a result of starting with my left hip spinning open, then my left. I lead for the center of my body and then expand out through the periphery. as best as I can. Getting big, expanding out, stretching toes. Inhale. Good. Left hand is to come down now. Right hand re-grabs left foot behind your behind for cleverness and coordination. And stand up. Good. We'll bring our left knee out in front. And just to prove that we're calm and balanced and we can float our arms. We're calm and peaceful birds. Good. Now left ankle over your right knee. Now create the strongest geometric form in nature, the triangle, two hands and a right foot. That allows you to really bend your right ankle and to sit. I have several bendy friends. They can squat all the way down in this pose with their right heel down. That is an enormous amount of flexibility. You don't have to have that. Maybe you've built some other skills in your life other than massive flexibility. Accounting, good parenting, maybe you're a pilot. So it's not just about how bendy you are. It's how your body works. Good. Let's pray together for 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hands on the blocks for that wicked calf stretch. Bend your right knee, right heel down. Inhale. Exhale, savagely fold over your right leg, head down, buns up. 1, 2, 3. By the way, a lot of these poses are variations of far more difficult poses. And if you're ready, your teacher will come along. But now, maybe this is the class for you. That's why we have over 1 billion viewers in my fantasies. Now, hands in prayer. Come on up. Foot down. Inhale. Now we're going to expand out. We're going to recover for a moment. We're going to inhale big up our back to get some oxygens, and then we'll chant an Om. Not just one oxygen, many of them. Half a minute standing peaceful spiritual meditation. Remembering our favorite mantras, we are calm and peaceful souls, and everything is always working out for us. We're eternal beings. There's an eternity of adventure and experience out in front of us, and our latter days shall be greater than our former days, so to speak. Life never runs out. It never degrades. It's never on the downturn. That's a fallacy. That's bad thinking. Good. All right. Now, this is where the elite meet to have a seat. We'll be in the Om stretch. We're going to do a little bit of floor, core, and more, I call it. Floor, core, and more. Get it? But before we do the gruesome abdominal work and a little bit of, it's not that bad. Just do one seated forward fold to cool your jets. Some people can cross their legs, bring their head all the way down. They probably always could. So for the rest of us, where it's a challenge, you keep your buns down, relax your shoulders, long spine, don't bounce, breathe in, take your time, feel your feels. Yoga is ultimately, it's about raising our consciousness. That's the deepest goal of all, raising, expanding consciousness. Flexibility is nice, coordination is good. It's all wonderful stuff, strength, balance. These are good things, but they're all under the umbrella of raising consciousness. Okay, come on up. And now we'll get to the center of our body a little bit. We'll plant our hands and our feet, and we'll do a famous pose called champagne bottoms and caviar rears, where you lift high knees to heaven, head back, good stretch of the front of the body. Maybe you can lift your hips up higher than your knees. Maybe you can't. Good. Come on down now. And we'll go onto our back and we'll just bring our legs up to reverse, just the very mild inversion. Legs up for 20 seconds. Really good for you. Some people never invert their whole life unless it happens to them inadvertently. Their inversions are inadvertent. They have an aversion to inversion, so their inversions are inadvertent. See why I'm not married? Who would want to listen to that crap all day long? It only takes one, right? Good, now we'll do the splits together. The splits. Ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingertips on the back of your head. 10 crunches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach forward. Maybe stretch your legs out a little wider. Squeeze your legs back in together. Bend your knees into your chest. Grab your knees. Just take them down. Take your knees around happy circle for a sec. Other way. Good. Now let's pull our left knee in. Extend your right leg out. Head flat on the floor. Let's take our left knee all the way down to the right for simple supine twist. Let your knee come all the way down, pin it down with your right hand. And then if you're bendy, your left shoulder comes down to the floor, your left arm goes out. If you're a stiffy, you can't do that. So maybe you put your left hand on your left hip and just let it relax open for 2 seconds. Not everything happens in yoga. Takes about 2 weeks. Big inhale together. Exhale. Just one good on the back twist per day. You're golden. Good. Bring knee back up. Now right knee in, left leg all the way out. After you pulled your right knee all the way in, just sweep it over like you're rolling over in bed to hit the snooze button again. Right knee comes all the way down. Left hand pins down right knee. Right arm up to the ceiling. Super bendy ragdoll people, their shoulder comes all the way down without their right knee lifting. And if you're more like a boiled owl, like I feel sometimes, I just let my upper body relax open to the right. I like a little blanket underneath my head, and I'm going to accept the current capacity of my body at this phase of my development. Inhale together. Exhale together. Ooh, that one makes me feel good. Okay, now bring our knees back up. We'll sit up together. So for this next sequence, I want to make sure I don't have a wardrobe malfunction. I'm going to tuck my shirt in. You'll know why in a second. Anyway, all fours. And just do cats and cows with me. Ups and downs. If you live in Northern California, we go from Los Gatos to Vacaville. Cats, cows. Would you rather live in Los Gatos or would you rather live in Vacaville? It's a rhetorical question, obviously. A couple more ups and downs. Now, here's another move I made up. I think you're going to like it or not. Right arm out to the side, left leg back. Don't want to kick my piano bench. Good. Now, just bring your right elbow to the floor. This is kind of beginner pose. Just right elbow down. Nothing wrong with this. If possible, come to right ear and right shoulder. That obviously drops our torso down more. It's more of a twist. It's an inversion. And then just left leg up as high as it goes. You got this left hand on the floor as a stabilizing unit. Now, if you fall over in this pose, I've seen it happen 1,000 times in various classes, and that's okay. You just roll back up, but this is good. It makes you stabilize. And then if balance is sufficient, left arm goes up simultaneous. Then for more fun, if you can bend your left knee, I bet you can. The challenge would be to grab your left ankle and then walk your hands to your toes. And then if you were a contortionist, a Cirque du Soleil person, you would straighten your left leg. But you're probably not in my class. If that's the case, do this instead. 1, 2, 3, release, and come out of horrible situation. Do a couple ups and downs. Get the dent out of your body. Up and down. Good. Now left arm out to the side, right leg back. Boop. Good. Beginner pose, left elbow on the floor. You're doing dang good. Just make sure you hit like and subscribe. You're doing fine. Now, if you can, come to your left ear, left shoulder. It's a twist. It's a neck stretch. It's an inversion. It's a twist. Stay here and suffer accordingly. Otherwise, right leg goes up way higher than mine. I'm just another bozo on the bus. And when you're feeling it, your right hand goes flinging. Good. Then maybe there's a foot up there. There's no foot. It's gone. Maybe it's there. Grab it. Now, in my next lifetime, I'm going to incarnate into a family of circus performers, and I will straighten my right leg. In this lifetime, pretty happy here. This is core strength, it's coordination, balance, it's determination, it's smashing your face into the floor, it builds persistence, diligence, and smiles. Release, and come out of horrible situation. Good. And this is where the elite meet to, where'd everybody go? Oops. Got all twisted around there. Don't you feel good? Aren't you glad you're almost done? We're in the Om stretch. Get it? We're going to chant an Om together. Take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. I feel like $100. I'm on sale today. Okay, big inhale for the longest Om, the longest, biggest Om you got. Inhale. Drop your chin, close your eyes, relax your shoulders, stop thinking. I'm writing a new bestseller. It's called Stopping Thinking. There's nothing in it. Bunch of blank pages. It's a quick read. Very good. So, according to my Apple Watch, it says it's 12:06 p.m. in Cupertino, Apple. I invite you to lie on your back for 5 minutes after a good, rigorous bit of fun together. I will hold time and space for you for 5 minutos, por favor, and you can relax on your back. And you know Shavasana, you lay on your back, you get out cushions, pillows, blankets, and you just do nothing for 5 minutes. I'll give a quick demonstration of it. It's pretty hard. Plop. I will admit that I do like a blanket underneath my head. And I'm happy as a person that's happy. The pose starts now. It doesn't end now. We're going to have bonus December relaxing holiday minutes of release and rest. Okay, my friends, stay in the pose, perhaps relax more, but there's that guy's voice from a million miles away. Begin to breathe back toward your body. Good. Feel your body weight back on the floor. And when you're in this nice zone between the two worlds, the vibrational world and the physical world, it's a really good time to wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate thought feelings that you like the best. Some of my favorite are love, life, truth, bliss, joy, harmony, intelligence, wisdom, compassion, creativity. These are thoughts that go with me all day long. And sooner or later, they absorb into my cells and then they express out. Good. Nice deep breath back in your bod. When you're ready, curl over onto your right side. Take your time. Curled up little kid pose, or a fetal position. Good. Now, it's important. Keep your eyes closed when we sit up. There's a reason we do that, and I'm not going to explain it. Just trust me. Keep your eyes closed when you sit up. We rearrange ourselves on our buns. Our spines are taller. We fit better. Shoulders are relaxed. Mind is quiet. Hands come to heart. Chin drops. And let's connect thought, feeling, and action together inside of ourselves. Hands and heart and head. Good. And then acknowledging and thanking the one who brings us all together. All together we say, Namaste. All right. Thank you for allowing me and giving me the privilege of doing what I do, moving with my friends. And I always bid adieu and arrivederci and adios and Avita saying first to my YouTubers. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Please. It's spreading all over the world. Before you know it, everybody will be a little calmer and more peaceful. Leave a comment, by the way.